When we were discussing the valence bond method, we discovered that there was two distinctly different types of covalent bonds. And what we're going to do now is define them both better. These two types of covalent bonds are called a sigma bond and a pi bond. And they are often represented by the Greek symbol sigma and the Greek symbol pi. So these two bonds are going to be distinctly different. A single covalent bond is always a sigma bond. And a sigma bond is formed by the overlap of hybrid orbitals generally. For a molecule, typically the framework that holds the atoms all together are sigma bonds. A double covalent bond is actually made up of two different types of covalent bonds, a sigma bond and a pi bond. Pi bonds are always made by the overlap of unhybridized p orbitals. So just remember, in a double bond, there is actually two different types of bonds making it up. Likewise, a triple covalent bond is made up of a sigma bond plus two pi bonds. So once again, in these multiple bonds, there are two different types of covalent bonds. It's important to be able to distinguish between sigma and pi bonds. We're going to find out later that their reactivity is quite a bit different. So being able to identify the number of sigma and pi bonds in a molecule is very important. So this is a very common question where I've asked how many sigma and pi bonds are in the following molecule. Remember, single bonds are sigma bonds, pi bonds are multiple bonds. Because this molecule has no multiple bonds, it cannot have any pi bonds. It has three single bonds. Single bonds are sigma, so this molecule has three sigma bonds and 0 pi bonds. Here with this molecule, things get a little bit more complicated because we have a double bond. I know that these single bonds are all sigma, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4 CH sigma bonds. And then I got to remember that the CC double bond is made up of a sigma bond and a pi bond. So the first bond here in between these two carbons is a sigma bond. So this molecule in fact has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sigma bonds. Then I realize that the second bond in this CC double bond is a pi bond. There's only one of those, so this molecule has 5 sigma bonds and 1 pi bond. This last molecule, I know that this single bond is a sigma bond. A triple bond is made up of a sigma bond and 2 pi bonds. So this first connection is also a sigma bond. This means that this molecule has 1, 2 sigma bonds. And then I remember that the second and third bond in a triple bond are pi. So this molecule actually has 2 sigma bonds and 2 pi bonds.